Hey guys, John from the John Muir Show here, and it's no secret that Democrats desperately want President Trump out of the White House. I mean, heck, we're what, 2.5 years removed from the election where Trump won the presidency? It was back in November of 2016, and to this day, you have prominent leftists on Capitol Hill, in the fake news media, doing everything they possibly can to try and undo the results of that election, even though it's abundantly clear that Donald Trump won the presidency fair and square. They're still trying to undo that, and that's caused the Democrat Party some problems. See, we're to a point now where we're closer to the 2020 presidential election than we are to the 2016 presidential election. But since Democrats have been spending all of their time since the 2016 election trying to undo the 2016 election, they find themselves in a position of, oh crap, there's an election coming up in about 1.5 years now, and we really haven't spent any time trying to put a platform together that would appeal to the average American in one of the swing states like Wisconsin, those voters who did go Donald Trump in 2016. I mean, for the average voter, what do they want? They don't want a bunch of partisan bickering, a bunch of crap like the Democrats have been doing the past couple of years. What they want is, okay, show me that you're committed to finding meaningful, realistic solutions to the real problems facing the United States. That's what they want. Democrats couldn't offer that in 2016, and based on what they've been doing the past 2+ years, they damn sure aren't in a position right now where they can say we're offering it in 2020. So how is it that the Democrats are trying to get to their end goal of ensuring that Donald Trump leaves the White House, ensuring he is beaten in 2020? No, it's not going the route of trying to create an attractive platform. Instead, what they're trying to do, the Democrats, is do everything they can to stack the deck against Donald Trump in the 2020 election. I mean, they're talking about having Donald Trump kept off the ballot in several states throughout the country. They're talking about allowing illegal aliens and felons and children to all vote in the election, thinking that those people help their chances. And they're talking about just getting rid of the Electoral College outright. All right, and now you got states like Maine trying to join in this whole let's stack the deck against Trump party as well. You just had the Maine State Senate sign off on a provision that would say, all right, in the state of Maine, we're going to give all of our electoral votes to whichever presidential candidate wins the national popular vote. And Maine's not alone in doing this. You've already had 14 other states sign on to similar bills, totaling 189 electoral votes. So you're getting closer and closer to the necessary threshold of 270 votes that it takes to win a presidential election. So with Maine, it could happen. I mean, it still needs to make it through the House and through the governor there, but it's possible Maine could become the 15th state to join on to this. And it's absolutely absurd. Do you know which presidential candidate should get Maine's electoral votes? Whichever presidential candidate gets the most votes in the state of Maine. Who gives a damn about what the rest of the country does? Maine's electoral votes should represent what people in Maine want. It shouldn't be based on, oh, what do the people in New York City and Los Angeles and Chicago say that they want out of their next president? No. Maine should be focused on Maine residents and Maine residents' desires. I mean, let's say that we do what the Democrats want. Let's say that we get rid of the Electoral College, even though it's been working damn fine for a really long time. Let's say we get rid of it and we go to a national popular vote. Then you're going to have New York City, Los Angeles, and Chicago deciding who our president is each and every 4 years. I mean, that is not how it was drawn up by our founders. They understood that, okay, every state should have a say in who's going to be the next president. And that's why we have the Electoral College, because every state becomes relevant. And every presidential candidate who's not named Hillary Rodham Clinton understands that you need to go to every state and do your damnedest to appeal to those people and try and win those electoral votes. I mean, heck, when you have presidential candidates traveling to all these states, that ensures that the residents of all 50 states get to have their voices heard. They're able to express the concerns that they have, and the individuals who are running to hold the nation's highest office hear those concerns, and hopefully once elected are able to act on those concerns. But if you get rid of the Electoral College, if you just go to a national popular vote, The only places that most of these presidential candidates are going to be stopping are New York, California, and Illinois. You got 47 other states that aren't going to be able to have any exposure to the candidates for the presidency whatsoever because the candidates understand, oh, I just need to win these big cities and I'm golden. I mean, it's horribly, horribly wrong that Democrats are trying to do all these things just to try and rig the election in their favor. Look, just because the Democrats are still throwing a temper tantrum because they lost in 2016, and just because the Democrats are worried that the American Electoral College might decide to vote for their mortal enemy, Donald Trump, once again in 2020, does not mean that we can sit back and watch them destroy so many of our long-standing successful institutions. And that's all the time that we have for today, but tune in to the John Muir Show each and every weekday, 8:40 a.m. on WTAQ, 9 a.m. WSAU and WHBL. Till next time, I'm out.